Third and goal. They'll run here on third and goal. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chargers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On the give, this is Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football from triple option, you've actually called that play.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That's the way to get it going, boy.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Herbert now. Flush to his right. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Andrew Beck, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And a solid run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll throw now on the final play. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the 2nd half of this AFC divisional round. This is taken just shy of the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them.
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the 2nd half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Chase Claypool from 6 yards away. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Boswell for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
We'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Williams brings it in. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Not only they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On 1st and 10, Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Herbert operating from the red zone. It's complete to Williams. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now they try the right side here. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And to give this time to the tailback. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them, perfect time to get it done.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They'll run again with Harris. Oh, look at the juke. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one up to around the 33. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's caught by the 6'8 tight end, Zach Gentry. And he will have a Steelers 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Back to throw here. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. An extra quarterback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. He'll look to throw, and he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 67 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Back to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead on the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the run, now Herbert to throw. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big game that time for the Chargers. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook. And that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. Play action. It's Herbert. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Coup for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. Well, he's going to go for it all. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 95 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. They're going to pass here with Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Steelers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.